everyone, it's Erin with Hail Varsity, joined by Brady, also of Hail Varsity, from a very windy Memorial Stadium. We're going to keep this short and sweet because it's chilly. Jolie behind the camera is like doing everything right now, so we're going to try to make this quick update for you. Brady, we just saw the team. They did kind of a different unity walk. It might not be what they do in the fall, but they got to kind of come through the stadium in a unique way. They went through the student entrance right behind us, came to midfield, had some words as a group, and then headed to the locker room. Kind of a cool thing. What was that like for you? You were out here kind of watching it happen.
Yeah, I mean, you had mentioned something like they're going to try something different, so we came walking down, called an audible, look, and you can just see like the coaches, the players, they got to see it through like a different perspective. You see a couple of them. Brian Buschini was among the first group that kind of like sees it. He's used to it, but then you see the guys kind of like, chirp up. The cold hits them, but they see, this enormity, and they see the empty seats that are going to be filled up here in a couple of hours. You just notice like the excitement build. A couple of the coaches file in, and then Rule sits and talks with them for a little bit midfield. You can just see like the energy is being built, and then it helps when you get a little bit of energy with a commitment earlier in the day. They've been building up for this for the entire spring, so they're ready to go today.
And I should say, so you think of someone like Dwight Boodle. He has watched his brother DiCaprio go through a number of, unity walks, tunnel walks, everything. And he was having a blast today during this unity walk, so you could tell it was something very fun, very surreal for him. In fact, speaking of the tunnel walk, this is probably the last time you will see the tunnel walk in the direction that they come through the stadium right now. Once they move into the new facilities, they'll actually transition. I think they're turning the volume on the big speakers up on us.
Knock it off, Eddie.
Knock it off. But they'll actually change that. So if you want to see the tunnel walk as it is, we'll have that for you here on our YouTube channel as well. Brady, really quick before it's a spring game, but what are we looking for today? I know you have a great piece at hailvarsity.com kind of running everything down, but what should high-level stuff should people be paying attention to today?
High-level stuff, first on defense. I mean, they want to get people at the quarterback, and quarterbacks are live today, so don't be afraid or scared if you see a couple of tackles on the quarterback today. That's one thing that Tony White likes to do with his defense is get pressure on the quarterback, look for them to come from different angles, different sides, to try to screw with the offensive alignment. And on the flip side of that, running backs, fullbacks, if they're there, have to recognize that blitz and pick it up. Offensive line has to pick that up. That would be a big point of emphasis over the spring. And then while on the offensive side, just cohesion, moving the ball. People want to see them run the ball, and a movement, actual cohesive movement and explosiveness out of the offense could go a long way. Keep in mind, they're trying to make this as competitive as possible, so they're going to play as competitive as possible during the game. So if you're keeping an eye on that, don't expect them to kind of tag off and just say, this is a glorified practice. They're really going to try to get after it today.
It should be a lot of fun for everyone. I've had my own hair flying in my mouth for the better part of this entire interview. So it is breezy. So if you're looking for a lot from the punters and the kickers today, it'll be a tough one for them. But with all of that said, if you are watching from home, you can watch it on BTN. It'll kick off as technically 105. They'll also have full coverage at Huskers.com. But we'll have you fully, and I'm saying if you're trying to listen to it live, we'll have everything though for you at Hail Varsity, hailvarsity.com, here on YouTube, on our Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, whatever your social media channel of choice is, we've got you covered, so stick with Hail Varsity. Brady, before we let Jolie go warm up, because we've been are holding her hostage right now, anything else?
No. We'll have plenty of coverage from the day. Everything else at hailvarsity.com. Follow us all on social media. Do all that whole bit, because it doesn't end between the sidelines, but there's plenty to go on there too.
Yes, because we will have everything from Frank Solich being honored, the new Herbie Husker being debuted, all of it. So stick with us here at Hail Varsity. We'll talk to you later.